Stand by for an explosion of noise.
Every now and again, those sort of thoughts were rushing through my mind and thinking we need to perform well to give a good send-off. I didn't know it was my 99th and 100th goal, so it even makes the story sweeter. It was a big day for us, a big game. From our point of view, for me, it was slightly emotional because we knew it was the last game at Maine Road, and we had there were loads of banners saying, you know, by Maine Road, and there was also banners in terms of saying, thank you, Sean Goder, and all this, and so it was emotional because it was like all the memories and great times we've had, and even in difficult times. All this, every now and again, those sort of thoughts were rushing through my mind and thinking we need to perform well to give a good send-off, but it was an emotional day, it really was, and the atmosphere was absolutely brilliant.
The crowd, the noise, that's the thing I remember. And I'm not talking about after the game when we'd won, before the game when we came out. I thought, wow, that's, Maine Road has got a terrific atmosphere, but this is something else.
The atmosphere in the stadium was unbelievable. It was reminding me of the derbies in Glasgow.
That day, they just somehow gave an extra 10%.
United at the time were the team. They were the team that everybody was trying to win. They were winning the trophies. I even recall times when we were playing a derby and Sir Alex Ferguson was planning weddings and not being there. So it was really important from our point of view to play well, give a great performance, and so the fans could at least say, the boys really performed well and they gave it their best shot.
Peter Schmeichel returns right on cue against his old club after missing 3 games with flu and knee trouble.
Peter Schmeichel was an absolute winner, and whenever he entered the field, he wanted to win, and probably for him even more so. That's what I got, that he wanted to win even more so playing against his former team, or he was also, for me, the greatest keeper at the time, set the standard. He wanted to win, and he made every player in the dressing room know that, like, that's your job, do your job, and keeping players on the toes. So he was an absolute brilliant leader and just really wanted to win. It's funny because something, when you watch United, over the years, they've never sort of made any interaction with the opposition. And it was really strange because he had played, Gary Neville had played with Peter Schmeichel for a number of years and were great teammates, etc. And so when he goes to sort of shake his hand, Gary Neville sort of shrugs him, and that was the mindset of Manchester United players, and we're not friends when we go out in this field, and it sort of took Schmeichel back. But at the same time, in the dressing room, Schmeichel again was sort of making sure that players knew their job responsibilities, because he didn't want to win, even though he was offering a friendly handshake.
Anelka caught out Rio Ferdinand. Now Gota, great chance to put Manchester City ahead. Anelka surely, yes! Nicolas Anelka does it again against Manchester United. Bedlam at Maine Road.
You always know United was a team that knew that some teams would sort of fall asleep at points throughout the game, and they were a team that would always, now and again, you see them score goals, late in game.
Scholes, good challenge. Veron, now Van Nistelrooy. Crowded out, but Giggs plays it in there again, and Solskjaer has equalised! Ole Gunnar Solskjaer beats his old mate, Peter Schmeichel, and that might settle United right down.
It's funny because we didn't get low when that happened. It was a case of almost anticipating that they would have a moment and have time in the game. So for me, I just sort of, regrouped and went, right, come on, we keep going, we can do this.
Foe, and again the passing leaving something to be desired. Although Gota's got the ball here. Gota's won it back and he scored! That's amazing! Huge mistake by Gary Neville. And Sean Gota scores against Manchester United, the club where he started his career in England. Lovely ball through. Berkovic. Gota's in here and makes it 3-1. It's Sean Gota again. Mass hysteria at Maine Road. What a day this is turning out to be for Sean Gota.
I didn't know it was my 99th and 100th goal, so it even makes the story sweeter. The fact of scoring 99 and my 100th goal for City, and it was against Manchester United, who gave me the opportunity to become a professional player. It really was, because for me, all of Bermuda essentially had shut down because they were watching the game and thinking, here's Sean Gota, the island boy representing Bermuda. Even United fans were happy for me, but they were also gutted. So, yeah, I was just really pleased with the day and how it turned out. I got man of the match, and for myself, it was one of those where it proved to myself that I was capable of playing at that level, and I was looking forward to many more games at that level.
They'll be printing the T-shirts. They'll be selling the videos. Manchester City have beaten Manchester United. A last Maine Road derby memory to last a lifetime.
And can you remember what it was like at the final whistle when the fans were singing "Feed the Goat" and "Who Let the Goat Out"?
Do I remember? Of course I remember. I mean, it's great because you've worked hard. You've put in, all the hard work, and the team has played brilliantly. And it's one of those, I see it with players, when a player's played well, he's been man in the match, and you have a composure when you're walking off the field, because you're aware that cameras are on you, people are looking at you, and within yourself, you're absolutely buzzing and thinking, what a game it was, I've played well, but you're just sort of, given that sort of composure, so this is something you do every week, But yeah, it was a really great feeling. After we played the game, and I went up to Sir Alex Ferguson, and I said, well, is it possible to get Paul Scholes' jersey? And Sir Alex Ferguson said, you can do one. And he said a little bit something more rude, but he basically said, you scored 2 goals against us, you beat us, and you want one of my players' jerseys? You can absolutely do one. So, but in the end, I ended up still getting a jersey. But yeah, initially he was like, you're not getting any jerseys from my players. Yeah, it ended up being a really beautiful day.